It seems the tables have turned.
Teenage savages go wild in a juvenile jungle of lust and lawlessness.
It seems the tables have turned again.
If Elvis and Buddy Holly are the Cain and Abel of rock and roll, and Bruce Springsteen is Zachariah, Iggy Pop is Methuselah, and of course Neil Young is the wise prophet Ezekiel.
Hey, Scott! I'm on drugs!
I've had my head under a petticoat or two.
Quick, man! Cling tenaciously to my buttocks!
Both of them?
Damn truckers.
Oh, it ain't always easy doing Mother Nature's work.
They see us on stage with tight trousers. We've got, armadillos in our trousers. I mean, it's really quite frightening, the size.
In the words of AC/DC, we roll tonight to the guitar bite. And for those about to rock, I salute you.
Begun it indeed has, ladies and gentle dudes.
You made it to episode 3, and that's impressive.
Welcome
I'm proud
again,
of you guys.
Welcome again to the Turning the Tables podcast. We have a good one this week, a good record this week.
I'm pumped, man.
You want to tell us a little bit about this record, pal? So it's your pick?
Yeah, it is my pick, and as soon as we started doing this podcast, I couldn't wait to do this record because it's probably my favorite all-time. Just the best record ever.
Yeah, it seems like that happened instantly ever since you first heard it.
Yeah, I have.
Well.
So, it's an old one, 71, I think it came out.
All right, man. Well, I really like it too, so I'm excited to get into it.
Some funk and some soul. It's you guys will like it, and I highly recommend picking it up.
Yeah, I also recommend getting it if you can. Now that it's been re-released too, which is pretty cool. It was hard to get it for a while, and now you can. So. You might as well, huh?
Yeah.
And I want to stress again that we have an email for the podcast now. It's turningthetablespod@gmail.com. So please send us nude photos.
That's true. We our nude photos.
Explicit ones.
It's
don't be tame with it. You know.
It's running low. We're running low.
Yeah. So it's dangerously low. If you're a fan, make sure you send something in.
All three of you, figure something out.
All right, well, we're going to drop the needle on this record for you now, all right? Here it comes.
I'm super stoked to do this album, man.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Dude,
it's off to a funky start, too.
This became my favorite album really quickly.
How'd you...
almost overnight.
Yeah, no, ever since you showed it to me, I fucking loved it. Where'd you even find this album again or hear about
it?
Honestly,
it's really shitty story. I was watching some shitty movie with Kevin Costner. And it opened, and this was the song.
I like Costner. I feel like Costner is the new Cos because Cosby's a racist.
The only reason I think I kept watching the movie is because I loved the song at the beginning so much. I was like, I have to watch this movie.
Which was this song?
Yeah. No,
it
was the upcoming song, the next one.
So a song from this album.
Yeah, and at the time, they just repressed all of her shit, so if you want this album, I highly recommend it. You can get it now. But they just repressed all her shit, and at the time, I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to get it imported.
Well, what's nice is now you couldn't even find it online to listen to. I remember when you were first looking for it. What's nice now is when you buy the new ones, you get the the download too.
Right, and I couldn't even find it digitally.
But you get a digital download now if you buy it, which is cool. But what movie was it?
Fuck. What the fuck was it?
Starring the Cos. He's the Cos to me now.
It was. I can't remember what it was. 7 Days to Kill or something.
7 Days to Kill. I don't
something
think
like that.
Like yeah.
I don't know if it was.
I sort of remember what you're talking about. Like,
it was
a week and a half to kill. Yeah,
something like that. It was a really shitty movie though. But it was like he's like he kills.
It wasn't a baseball movie.
No.
What is he doing in not a baseball film?
He's like a hitman type dude.
Okay, I remember that movie coming out now. So
it wasn't good.
But at least, if nothing else, it led you to this album. So
yeah,
and I'm glad you did
honestly,
find it because
I think if somebody asked me what is my favorite album of all time, it's
this one. Ever since you heard it, probably.
Oh, it's got so much
game changer.
soul and it's funky, dude.
Yeah, dude, and
I love it.
It's funny because it's like since I knew we were gonna do this album, and you, you found it. You know a little more about. I had to I googled her and read about Ann Peebles a little bit just to see who she was, and
She's actually from St. Louis, man.
I know, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty
And I guess this album that we're listening to was not as well received.
No, it wasn't.
This was her first one, right?
This was her third one.
Oh, it was her third one.
First one came
the
out
one about
in
the rain.
69.
What was it? I Can't Stand the Rain.
That was her fourth, and there was actually a 3-year gap between this one and I Can't Stand the Rain.
And
First
I
one
Can't
came
Stand
out
the Rain was her breakout. It had the hit.
Yep.
Which was actually the guy,
I have that
her
one.
boyfriend or whatever, right? That wrote that song and a lot of her songs.
Right, most
I guess
of
he
her
was a
songs.
songer. She was a singer. I guess she didn't take her singing career that seriously.
She put out a lot of music too, but she could have became much bigger, but she just wasn't. I just don't think she was
that's
super
kinda what I
into
read,
the
too.
fame of it. or
And I
anything
think,
like
yeah,
that.
I think I could see how that would be possible, and I could see maybe her boyfriend, whoever that guy was. I think she married that guy. I don't know how long they were married, or they might still be. I don't know shit about her really, but from the little bit I read, that guy, I think he was kind of pushing her into it. You have such a great voice, and she was just I like to sing, but it's not
That's
and I think
what it
later
seems
in
like
life
from
she
what
found
I've read
a
at
passion
least.
for it.
Yeah, but I think her voice is phenomenal, man.
It
Especially
is.
this song.
She does.
song
It's
just-
her voice sort of gives my soul a boner.
Oh, absolutely. That's the best way.
Makes
I
my
couldn't put it
soul
better
feel
myself.
really funny in the pants.
Yep. Yep.
I do like this album, and
You know what, dude? I think to stay true to this album, everything in this podcast, this episode, has to be straight from the heart, man.
all right, I'll do it straight
Don't
from the
hold
heart.
back. Don't hold
I'm not
back.
gonna hold
your
back for
feelings.
anything.
In fact, I'm gonna tell you a story that I wasn't gonna tell anybody. I was gonna bury it deep in my psyche that happened to me today at the gym.
Oh,
It's
really?
fucked up, dude. All right, so
we better if you're gonna get it
honestly,
out.
I was gonna bury this forever,
All right.
but I'm gonna tell you guys.
Well, let's hear it, man. If you're gonna put it out in the
So
world.
I'm at the gym. I've been going quite a bit recently, and so at the gym there's mirrors everywhere.
Yeah.
Surrounding the walls, it's just mirrors, so you can see everything everybody's doing.
Oh, that's good.
But so I'm standing, I'm doing bicep curls, man, curling biceps, and this giant, the biggest black guy I've ever seen in my life, some Damakin Sue looking motherfucker,
Shit, man.
comes up to me, and he's crunching or curling dumbbells the size of a fucking car.
Oh fuck.
And dude, it was fucked up. And I'm the whole time I'm listening to Legion of Skanks, so I'm kind of smiling and laughing and shit.
Yeah.
And I put the dumbbells back on the rack, and I look up.
It's my favorite part.
And I immediately catch him scratching his balls almost to the point where he's playing with them. He was scratching his balls, but it was he was playing.
Yeah,
with them.
you're pretty sure this guy he's just playing with his fucking dick. Right?
Yeah, just
Really?
And I'm laughing listening to Legion of Skanks, and I look up and I make eye contact with this guy while he's playing with his nuts, and I'm smiling,
And
and,
he's-
I'm just thinking oh fuck,
I'm
dude.
smiling, and he's got his hand on his balls, and he's
Yeah,
just.
what does this guy think, man?
How did he look? How did he seem to be received?
I don't know, man. I just went inwards, and I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, I'm done for today.
Yep. It was fucked up, man. I hope I never see that guy again. That was
Yeah,
just,
that's
the
the
most
problem with the
awkward
gym
thing.
is you probably see
it
some
was
of the
just
same
I
people.
looked at him playing with his balls. I'm listening to Legion of Skanks, and both those things are funny as fuck happening at the same time.
So you can't hold back from
So I was
laughing.
laughing that he was just playing with his nuts, standing right next to me. But I'm just thinking, what is this guy thinking
Dude,
right
that
now?
is an insane story, buddy.
It was fucked up, man.
That is fucking crazy.
Well, it wasn't
Dude,
fucked up.
one time
It
I
was
walked
kinda funny.
into a public restroom and there was just a retarded guy jacking off in the corner. Swear to God. Walked right out, drove to the next.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You ever go to a gas station in the middle of nowhere, and you'll be taking a piss in the stall or whatever, and you'll notice a hole, and you know for a fact
Yeah,
it's a glory hole?
I've actually never come across one.
That
but-
happened to me.
Dude, you just saw a glory hole, you're like, oh, gee.
Actually, on my way here.
Really?
Yep. Stopped at just a rest area type deal, and there's definitely a glory hole.
Dude, I remember. Rest stops,
I didn't think. I thought that was like a mythical thing. Like I didn't think.
weird stuff
I don't
just
know,
happens at
people
rest
actually
stops.
use those at a rest stop?
I think you have to be a certain kind of guy to be on either side of a glory hole. You know, rest stops are fucking crazy, man. Because that's what, when we were driving here the first time, some crazy shit happened at a rest stop. It's like, you could buy stuff there or whatever. So I went and I got something out of the cooler. It was like, I got a drink. I went to like pay, and there was like a crazy fucking looking like this woman looks like she could beat my ass. She had like a mullet and stuff and was in like cut off t-shirt and shit, and just looked like a white trash lady. But I have my sunglasses on and I'm waiting to pay, and she's like all of a sudden pulls out a small pocket-sized flashlight out of her pocket and just shines it right in my face when I'm wearing my glasses. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, he's fucking recording me. What the fuck is this? And I'm like, well, I'm not recording you. She's like, he's got a fucking camera in his glasses. I'm like, I don't have a fucking camera in my glasses. I like took off my sunglasses. I'm like, look, fucking take them, wear them. I don't have a fucking camera in there. And she's like, he's gonna know everything about me now. My fucking address, my bank accounts, my bra size. And then she said all that shit. And I was like, no, I don't, it's fun. And then she left, and the lady behind the counter was kind of like, that was fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like that. I'm like, yeah, well,
that is crazy, man.
It's weird shit just happens.
People are weird, man.
Why isn't there just real crime fighters who can keep rest stops in check? Like, that reminds me of like, we've been playing the new Batman. I think it's pretty sweet. I mean, as far as the game goes.
It's a good game.
You know what they should do? It's like, you know how
They did it really well.
They're making comics like a lot more progressive now, like a Black Spidey, and they try to like shrink down like Wonder Woman's tits or whatever, you know, kind of like they did with Barbies.
Yeah.
So they just make them look like normal people, not like
And not
unattainable,
just
crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So I'm thinking what they should do is they should just make Batman a gay superhero. They should finally just make him gay. Like him and Robin are actually gay. They finally just come out and say it. It'd be the first, like the groundbreaking could be the first main superhero that everyone's always followed, and they suddenly made him gay.
There would be angry mobs in the streets if they
They
did that.
already sort of, he's kind of a little bit gay anyways. And those guys just look the other way with that kind of stuff.
It's true.
It's like I feel like he kisses Catwoman, but that's only until like, he's playing with her, man.
Yeah.
He's really just thinking about Robin's cock the whole time. No, that's what they should do. It'd be like a whole arc, a whole story arc.
Maybe
like
that's what happened to Jason.
That's why he's the evil Red Hood now. Like, he was just a Robin that didn't respond to Batman's advances.
It got weird, so we just handed him off to the
He's like-
Joker.
yeah. He's like, yeah, that should be a whole storyline. It's like, somehow it's like he lets Robin suck his dick at the New Year's Eve party or something, and then it's like weird between them, and he's like, I don't need your help for the next like 10 comics. It's like, Robin, let me help. And finally he just turns evil, and it's like a battle between them. It's like, it'd be fucking crazy. Comes out,
story of the century, man.
yeah, the story comes out about that. Like the whole city knows Batman's gay now, and like fucking Alfred's like, I'm leaving, sir. I don't condone that kind of behavior.
Dude, Jason.
Fuck
Jason,
fags. He's like, Alfred, you raised me. Like, fuck faggots.
Oh man.
It's like it's a crying.
Jason's always.
It's a
the one
crying
that goes-
Michael Caine. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to protect you. All I wanted was to
You
protect you
trusted
from
me.
darkness.
And I failed you.
And I failed you. That'd be dude.
Oh, man.
I'd read the story.
Oh, it'd be a bestseller.
I guess I see why they don't do that. Now after all that.
I feel like you can change who Spider-Man is a million times, but you can't really change Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's gotta be Batman. They
You
tried
can't
to
just make him
you know,
you
they
can't just make a black Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Maybe
You
it's
know,
that they
it
made
just-
him a black guy. I don't want to enrage anybody, but wasn't Spidey just a white nerdy kid that, you know? But they do need,
But you have to pick one, man.
yeah, they do need like some way to keep that shit fresh. Like you can't have
They
like
do,
Peter
but-
Parker's 80 and he's still out
Well,
there.
it's basically just different timelines of Spider-Man type deal. It's like
Yeah.
different. Well, if Spider-Man happened to this parallel universe.
Which is, I think that's fine. You can do whatever the fuck you want in a comic book. That's why it's a comic book. I don't get pissed at anything. It's like, let's say they do make
Yeah,
Batman
it's
gay.
true.
Maybe he's not gay in every storyline. They just have some gay Batman comics, you know?
I'm sure there is some gay Batman comics out there.
Yeah, there probably is, man. It's like Robert Crumb's Batman. It's just floppy dicks everywhere. Like, fat chicks and like Batman's collecting records under like a street lamp somehow.
I love this fucking album.
Dude, I do too.
I'm finding it hard to come up. I can't focus on both things right now. I'm just loving this album too much.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. And I actually, I kind of want to listen to her other album now because I like this one so much. And after what I read, finding out that
Honestly,
other one was her,
I've
I think
listened
this
to
one's
them both.
better. Yeah, because
This
we
one
did
is
listen to the
better.
other one, but I just didn't listen to it as many times as this one, so I kind of want to.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
first
think
record
this
came-
one probably definitely has to be better. This one's like gold all the way through. Fucking, that apparently her husband, the guy I was talking about earlier, makes music too, and I'm not familiar with who he is. In fact, you have the iPad. You should Google the husband, like what his name is. I know he wrote for a lot of like kind of famous musicians. Is that the end of side one?
That is the end of side one.
Perfect time for a break, man. Welcome back.
Side two.
We return.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. All right. So what was her husband's name?
Don Bryant.
Okay, and what they got married in like the 70s? Is that what we read?
Early 70s, 1974.
Okay. Well, so he had his own music and he wrote.
He
for
wrote
others.
most of her songs.
He wrote
At
most
least
of
for
her
this
songs?
record. Most
Okay.
of the songs were written by him or her and him
Yeah.
together.
So did he have his own music too?
I think he just wrote songs.
Did he write for other like famous people? I thought I read that too. So you probably. It's probably. I think he was one of those guys that's like has written a lot of famous songs or something. But I could be wrong. That's why you have to just look it up. We're already on his Google page.
Yeah, might as
It's
well.
a Wikipedia page. I wonder if his music's pretty good. I mean, their stuff's pretty soulful, and he's right, man.
There's not much on it released.
Maybe all he did is write for her and kind of.
I think he was more of like a producer.
It really, it credits him as primarily songwriter right there, so he might have just written for her. I don't know. I also read she had like a stroke.
Yeah, he was a songwriter for High Records.
I was wondering if she was
So I
still
did.
singing and still doing music, but I think she had a stroke in 2012 and she's kind of stopped.
Yeah.
She can't really. Which is pretty sad, man.
Yeah, it is. Well, she's born in shit, 40s.
That's true. She's pretty. That's nice. Born in the 40s. Her stuff was coming out in the 70s, right? The music.
Yeah, late 60s, her first one came out. 69, and then this record, her first one was This Is Ann Peoples. Second one was, I can't remember it right now, but that one and this one.
I feel
both
like
came out the same year.
maybe I should give the shitty Cosby movie a chance just because because we talked about it now.
Honestly, yeah.
Or should I just not waste my time?
Don't waste your time.
But dude, he's the Cos. I'm gonna.
I mean, he's not that
I'm gonna
great
watch
of an actor.
Either way, I'm gonna.
begin
Yeah,
with.
no, he sucks.
He's
but-
good in a few things, but that's it.
Waterworld.
Waterworld.
He's not even good in that.
No,
It's just-
the old Robin Hood movie I liked as a kid.
Oh yeah, maybe. I barely remember that. I always get it
I
confused
liked
with
it as
like
a kid.
Robin
It
Hood
could
Men
be
in
really
Tights.
shitty now.
They're not the same thing at all.
But at the time, I love that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember they came out with like a Russell Crowe Robin Hood.
That
And,
movie sucked.
Did you
It's
see
terrible.
it? I never saw it.
It's bad.
I think I
I
can imagine that it
Russell
sucked.
Crowe.
I don't-
I don't like
Me either.
that
He's
guy.
not really a good actor, and he's not. I don't
He's
know.
not really a good guy.
He's the gladiator.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's
some
also
people- it's funny
Moses.
how
He's also Moses.
it's funny how some people have like.
No,
it's weird.
Noah. Not Moses.
Do you ever
Noah.
think about how it's like how weird, how much of a disconnect there is between you and most other dudes? Like, cause a lot of guys are like, Russell Crowe's the shit. He's the gladiator.
I've never met anybody that's
You've never met anyone like that. Some people
No.
just blindly like Russell Crowe because he's the gladiator. That's it. You never.
just because he's a gladiator.
Yeah, it's like. I don't get
He
it.
was okay.
Yeah, I guess, but it wasn't because it was like Russell Crowe shining acting in that film.
You know what movie was really weird was that movie where Christian Bale played Moses.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
I
like,
never
why
saw
is
that.
Christian
I forgot
Bale
about
playing Moses? And this story's been told 9,000 times. We all know how it ends.
that. Yeah.
Exodus.
Oh,
That's what it was
I just
called.
realized Russell Crowe was Noah, like Noah's Ark, too.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they...
Why are you making these stories
Stop making
into movies? It's like
Yeah.
we all know how they end.
They're just totally out of ideas for
You're
movies.
trying to, you're trying to turn
That's
Noah
what-
into an action movie.
Like,
What the fuck?
let's do Noah, his origin story. Like, they haven't told that.
Gotta do it the prequel.
Well, yeah, like, why can't we have, like, they should do a sequel, like, Noah, part 2. He's like, he's building an ark again. He's like, fucking working on an ark. Fucking,
Again?
yeah. Noah's Ark again. Like,
No, the whole I watched that movie too, and it was equally as good.
the one with Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
And not even. It's like the movie was well done, but it's not a good story.
Yeah, he builds a
It's like everybody knows it. Why do you need to turn it into a movie?
It's hard to turn-
It's not even a good story.
It's hard to make Superman a movie for the same reason. It's hard to turn such a bullshit story into something relatable and cool at all. You know? It's
You're
like,
gonna get
he
some
builds a
hate for
boat
that one, man.
for 2 of every animal. That was cool of him.
Dude, you're gonna get a lot of flack from a lot of Superman fans.
Am I?
For saying that.
You're not worried about the religious fanatics. You're like, the Superman fans, dude, they're gonna have your balls in a sling. Dude,
Have you ever met a Superman fan?
yeah, I have. I do hate Superman.
And Superman people are diehard Superman people.
Dude, you know what's a
It's
good
you
song?
either like Superman a lot, he's your favorite dude, or you think he's a complete piece of shit.
Exactly. Look at the song by the Crash Test Dummies, man. The Superman song.
That was a good
in fact,
song.
it's just called the Superman song, and it's by the Crash Test Dummies. And I read somewhere that it's like it was an argument with him and his friend Bob over like his Bob was reading like some Tarzan comics, and he was reading Superman comics, and he was trying to like make a case to how sweet they were, and he was just singing it to him when playing it on a guitar, I guess. There's even a part where he says like something about he says like "Hey Bob" just because it rhymed there, and it's like I don't know if that's true at all, but I like read what could have been a bullshit story about that online, but it sounds like a legit. That song makes that song cooler if that's the case.
Yeah. That song is good.
Like who the fuck is Solomon Grundy? He's just like a big dead guy. I know Batman.
Yeah, he's like a zombie. He's like a giant Hulk zombie.
a zombie of the Hulk kind of.
Yes.
Alright. I guess that's
Yeah, Superman sucks.
Yeah, he does. He's the you know, it's like he's like Superman's a pussy, man, because he's
He is. And all you Superman fans, I've been thinking about it. I've been doing a lot of soul searching. And you guys need to get your heads out of your asses because he sucks.
Dude,
he sucks, man.
There's nothing hero about him. It's like if you know that you can get just decimated and destroyed by like a villain, and you still go out there and just like fight your hardest, you're a fucking hero, man. But if you're like nothing can destroy me, away, you're a fag.
Yeah, and his weakness is supposed to be kryptonite, but how many times has he died?
Never.
Exactly. So,
I don't
and
want
how many times has
I don't
he
want to
been
go through this
stabbed
every episode.
like a shard of kryptonite? And that's supposed to be the only thing that can kill him.
Oh yeah. Fuck, we've been through it 100 times. I'm trying to rehash it, but Superman sucks so much it makes me angry.
It does.
Oh, dude, I think after this podcast tonight we gotta beat that Batman game.
Yeah.
Hand in hand.
I'm
To the
close,
sunrise,
man.
we'll play that game.
I'm kind of bummed you missed the
I had
great
to go to bed.
unveil that we all knew was happening.
Yeah, well, don't even say it.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys.
Could be a
It is a
spoiler
great
if-
game, and if you have something that can run it, I highly recommend it.
It is good, but I thought the last one was a little better. Just so far,
Origins?
just yeah, because it had all those boss fights. They were all different. And that made it cool.
Well, this one's big feature was supposed to be, you can play as the Batmobile.
Yeah, so now everything you do is Batmobile.
Yeah. And the Batmobile's cool.
It
Don't
is.
get me wrong,
And it
but
actually it is pretty. I mean,
there
it-
are some cool shit.
I'd like to have-
actually most of the shit that you do in the Batmobile, even the boss fights with it, just kind of get tedious.
yeah, it's hard to drive the thing around.
It is. It's challenging, and I like the game itself because it doesn't hold your hand that much as previous games.
Yeah.
A lot of time you're like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
How do I get out of here?
I like. Well, it's like a detective game. That's they add that into there. That's the coolest thing about Batman. Is he's supposed to be a detective. They kind of like
World's greatest.
Yeah, they kind of like didn't do anything like that in the new Batman movies. You know, it's just like regular. I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
Dude, it is kind of hard to. This album's so good, it just attracts me to it. I don't. I can't even think of anything. Yeah, fucking this music's talking about
this
so.
record.
Dude, this is so.
Just go listen to it, because
This is. It has like that like. It's not really Motown, but I mean, it has that
Memphis soul, man.
Yeah, it's like. Fuck. That's cool. I like. Man, that's cool that Motown was such a Detroit thing. Like Motown music.
Oh yeah.
And I know that's not what this is, but fucking makes you,
It all influenced it.
yeah, makes you feel cool. From that,
Yeah. It
it has
does.
nothing to do with music.
Yeah.
A lot of cool music is from Detroit, though, man. Shit. It's fucking. I'm glad that this podcast is sounding way better too.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about. It's like we had all this equipment, didn't sound quite right. Finally cracked the egg, I think. On how to.
Turns out we're morons.
Yeah.
We are.
This would have sounded better way sooner if, we were just a little smarter and faster and stronger. Our dicks are a little bigger.
That's probably the most crucial thing.
We had slightly less than dicks. I don't even feel bad about zoning out into it, honestly.
No.
I don't even feel any guilt. Dude, I definitely have to listen to it. I know you said it's not as good, and you
It's
might
good,
be right.
but it's not this good, in my opinion.
I'm gonna listen to.
A
I
lot
wanna.
of people like the other one better.
Yeah, that was her. I'm gonna listen to the hit on it. You know.
Get some more books, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at this bookshelf right now, and it's like full of like half-read things, and they're mostly mine, but stuff I never really read. Should just
Yeah.
dip into my collection, man.
I should. I know I should. I don't have time to read as much as I'd like.
Yeah, neither do I anymore, man. Listen.
It's like, because the time I do have off, I'm just like, fuck, I gotta get this shit done!
Yeah.
I have 6 hours! 6 hours!
Finish your daily chores or the world will implode. It's like there's a super villain always running my life.
Usually I have
It's
one
just
day
like
a week
it's just like a.
to really get things done. In
Dude,
fact,
and
I'm amazed
it's
we're actually
panicking.
doing this now
It does.
because
It is like there's like a my anxiety is like a super villain in my life. Like I've took hostage of your favorite shit again. You can't use any of it till you finish all these tasks, or the world will implode. Now get out there and have a shitty day.
what do you think his name is, man?
I don't know.
Do you think he's got
The rat bastard. That's what his name is. He's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Try to ignore him, but he's holding someone I love. He's got Aunt May dangling naked in a watchtower. Ah, some clothes on the old lady. I gotta rescue her. Dude, that was in depth analysis.
Did you see who's playing Aunt May in the new Spider-Man they're coming out with? It's like she's not old. She's not old.
Bruce
lady at
Jenner.
all. Yeah.
Dude, Caitlyn Jenner's. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't call her Bruce, man.
I was hoping no one would notice. I felt bad enough.
Oh, you should.
Oh, you know, I wanted to see
Respect
this if we have time. There's a video. It's supposed to be the first time Kanye meets him as Caitlyn Jenner. I wanted to see how that went. Just you should pull it up. I just want to see because you know what it is. If you know what I've noticed is black people, especially black men, have so much like machismo about them that they can't stand like any kind of gay joking around. The gay joking around is funny as fuck for me.
I think it's just because he's a bag of shit.
Kanye West?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I don't even know the video went like that. I think it went well. And he. I mean, I don't know because I didn't see it. So we're gonna.
Complete ass out of himself. He normally does.
I know. I think he gave empowering words, but I think they're fake because I think black people just fucking hate gays. I am Kate.
Good to see you. Thanks. Come on in.
Hi, sweetie. Hi. Long time no see.
Sister Pam.
We know each other.
My older sister.
Man, it's weird because
Nice to meet you.
he still sounds like a
Kanye and I
man.
have never really been very close, but I love his open-mindedness, and I love how he's helped Kim come to grips with what's going on.
You look beautiful. You know, the one thing I'm really shocked about is how skinny you are. You literally look like Kendall.
How skinny.
Like Kendall's mom.
I mean, I think this is one of the strongest things that have happened in our
Oh, he's forcing that for sure.
existence as human beings that are so controlled by perception. Because you couldn't have been up against more. Like, your daughter's a supermodel, you're a celebrity, you have every type of thing, and it was still like.
The fuck is he talking about?
He's just making an ass out of himself like he always does.
This is just the beginning. Just the beginning.
That's his mom there, smiling awkwardly. She hates that he's a woman now. I read an article, yeah.
So it's like a half zipped up skirt.
Wow, they're like talking about her fashion. They're like the Caitlyn Jenner fashion, and like, oh, you're so skinny. And like, this is maddening.
This is maddening. Turn it off.
I'm sorry, I can't. It won't turn off. All right, it's off. I'm sorry we had to end the podcast like that, but we don't time these things out. We're just flying by the seat of our pants with this shit. So I'm gonna have a lengthy apology about this in the intro to it, but you probably already heard because that's how these things work. But I hope you enjoyed this chapter.
For episode 3.
Yeah.
You made it 3 episodes in. That's pretty impressive.
And I bet you're noticing they get slightly better in quality.
Now, eventually they're going to plateau.
Yeah.
So, it's the best
don't get used to
quality.
used to this constant improvement, okay?
Yeah.
It's only going to be better and better and better until it's just pretty good for the rest of time. But, all right. If we haven't lost every single listener by now, we'll see you next episode. All right.
Whenever the fuck we feel like.
Yeah. Later.